We will show you here a multi-rip saw model K34OU with an opening width of 1,500 millimeters. This machine is equipped on the beginning with a roller conveyor. This roller conveyor moves the boards, the incoming boards, along a zero line. The zero line is made by an adjustable fence. This fence can be perfectly aligned and adjusted, and when the adjustment is finished we will clamp it, and so we have a perfect zero line for the boards moving into the machine. On the begin of this roller conveyor there is a photocell to identify the boards, so the PLC control knows that a board is coming along and put this information in a data buffer. The board will then travel along here, along the roller conveyor, and in case the enable signal from the next machine is not there, the board will stop right here in front of the entrance. On the begin of the multi-rip saw there is installed a pressure roller. On the button side you can see a knurled button roller which will provide the grip for moving the board in and will make sure to keep the straightness of the feeding of the material. The control system is based on a PLC. With this system you can very easily adjust the feed speed and some other parameters, as well as the communication of the mechanization for feeding and for unloading the material. At the same time, the saw arbors and the top rollers will be adjusted by hydraulic pressure. A pressure gauge will show you the hydraulic pressure of the whole system. The machine itself is equipped with two spindles, one top spindle for grooving and a bottom spindle for machine is provided first of all with a sound isolation, followed by a roller table here. That means all the material which is coming out will move along the roller table. The space between the rollers is covered with metal sheets to make sure nobody will damage his fingers between the rollers. Go back to the PLC control. To start the machine, I only press the button here for start. This machine is equipped with 2 times 90 kilowatts. After the first motor is started, the second motor will start. we will show you how to change the bottom spindle. In this case, the bottom spindle must be on the lowest position. Then, first of all, we will support the spindle by a clamping bar. Then the front door bearing will be untensioned, so we can make sure the front door is loose, and then the front door will then be moved away and put into his parking position. Next, the saw arbor will be carried here by this clamping device. And after the bolt is loosened on the other side, the saw spindle can be taken out. Now here you can see the whole configuration of the bottom spindle with the saw blades and the grooving tools. In conjunction with a saw arbor carriage, the complete spindle will be moved away and a new arbor can be installed inside of the multi-rip saw. This change will take less than 10 minutes. On the main bearing side, where the motor is located, we have the option to upgrade the machine with a so-called HSK clamping device, which makes it easier to release the saw spindle from the main bearing, and everything can be controlled and monitored from the front side on the PLC control.